What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to another FM Simulates. Today, we are doing something slightly experimental. It is Neil Warnock at FC Barcelona. It's a match made in heaven for some people. The 70-year-old who recently spent time away from football. He's come back, he's dusted off his tracksuit bottoms, he's left sunny Yorkshire, and he's made his way over to Barcelona, and here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. He likes to use target men, he likes to counter-attack, he loves to use set pieces. Basically, he does everything that Barcelona are not. We're going to see how he gets on here. He's been given a 4-year contract. Barcelona, I mean, just to refresh your minds, they have won the league the last 2 years. They are, well, one of the La Liga powerhouses, so to say. I wouldn't say Warnock is their traditional manager, but today we're going to see how he gets on. Let me know what you think of this. Would you like to see more videos like this? Are there more unlikely matches, not maybe made in heaven, maybe made in hell, that you would like to see in FM? Let me know them down below. I will also let you guys know that coming up in the next week or so, we've got stuff like Pochettino at Manchester United. I also want to do Arteta and Pochettino versus each other to see who would be the better successor to Emery at Arsenal. So yes, we've got loads of simulates coming up, and well, you can keep an eye out for them, of course, on the channel. Anyway, with this video, I kind of want to, I guess, keep a closer eye on how Warnock manages Barcelona. So we're going to actually go forward halfway through the year. We'll have a look at their tactical style, how they are lining up. I'm kind of curious to see how he does things here. Will he get a target man? Will he sign someone? I have no idea. Let's find out, shall we? We'll be back in a couple of months. We'll let him get comfortable, let him get the deck chair out, work on his tan, and, well, Neil, we will catch you in a few months, my friend. Good news, everyone. He's not been sacked. He's made it to January. Where are you in the league, Neil? Let's have a look. Barcelona, drum roll, please. 3rd place. That's not great, is it? Let's just have a look at things here. So they're in 3rd. They are 7 points behind Valencia, who lead at the top of the table. I mean, that's pretty impressive by Valencia, to be fair. You can see Real Madrid themselves are struggling. So it's not a year for the big teams in La Liga. And, well, Neil, what are you doing here? Let's have a look. So, in cup competitions, where are they? They've played through the group stage of the Champions League. They won all but one game. They lost 2-1 against Lyon at home, but a pretty good performance there. This is the system that they're playing then. They're playing a 4-3-3. I feel like this is fairly standard for them. They've got Luis Suarez playing up front. He's got 12 goals to his name. How has Messi done? Let's have a look here. So Lionel Messi, 7 goals and 5 assists, an 8.09 average rating. So he's doing pretty well for them out on the right. Griezmann out on the left. So they are kind of just going with the traditional front trio. I wasn't sure what they were going to do here, if they would drastically change things up, but it looks like they've kind of done what you would expect them to do. How did they get on in their big games? So they've lost against Valencia, they've lost against Sociedad, they've lost against Sevilla. They drew against Real Madrid. You can see here it finished 1-1. Rakitic and Bale with the goals for either side. And ter Stegen having an absolute mare. Maybe Neil Warnock's player management isn't the best then for Barcelona. If we just look at their transfers, have they done any transfers under his leadership? They have not. They've not spent any money. They've just not bothered. Have they sold anyone? No. They've loaned out a few players, but I think most of those are deals done in real life anyway. So he's kind of just dealing with the team that he's got. What's Neil Warnock thinking of things? He's got no positive and no negative stuff going on. If we look at information here, he's learnt basic Spanish. I mean, good for you, Neil. Getting acquainted. He's learning the culture. He's soaking it in. He hasn't got any short-term or long-term plans. Being the fact that he's 71, I don't know how long he's going to last here. We've given him a 4-year contract to see what he can achieve. I wonder if his job's at risk. If we look at the job centre here, in fact, we don't want the job centre. We want the job security page. And if we just find Barcelona, I mean, are they on this list? They're not. So maybe his job's secure for now. Maybe. I don't want to speak too soon, but it doesn't look like it's in immediate danger. If we just look at sorting by nation and then go to La Liga, can anyone see it here? Oh, of course, it's going to be FC Barcelona. So job security is stable. I mean, they're in 3rd. What was their media prediction? It was 1st, and they are 7 points off top, so that's not great. They've not spent any money. Have they done anything particularly weird? doesn't really look like they have. I wasn't sure what to expect from this, but they're kind of playing things fairly standardly. If we just look at team and detailed here, average possession, 60% with a 78% pass completion. Neil Warnock, he's bent to social conventions. He has embraced the Barcelona philosophy of possession play, it would seem. In terms of goals scored, are they scoring a lot? I mean, 33 goals isn't as much as, say, Atleti on 42. What about defensively? What has he managed on the defensive side of things? Clean sheets. They've got the most clean sheets in the game. I mean, that makes me somewhat happy. They've conceded 2 corners, though, and 1 direct free kick. When it came to their goals scored, how had they scored them? How had they scored them? They've got 2 from corners. So he's not really brought his target men philosophy or any of that stuff here. You can see most passes completed Barcelona, most chances created Barcelona. I wonder if with the new club philosophies, he's actually having to take those on board and, actually follow them. That'd be something interesting to see. Anyway, we've got a few more years to get through with this, so let's go forward again. We'll go to the end of the season, see how Neil is cracking on. He needs to turn things around a little bit, but they are still in all cup competitions, I guess. And, well, Neil, keep it going. We'll see you soon at the end of the season. Okay, guys, so we are back again. It's the end of Season 1. It's the 9th of June, and you might be wondering, Jack, what is this screen? Well, I've loaded up the save game. This is the screen I normally see when I load in. The Barcelona job's available. And I've just seen this news item here. FC Barcelona look elsewhere following Warnock reign. Neil Warnock has decided to leave his position and retire from football. He's just quit. Was it that bad, Neil? Was it really that bad? I love the fact, by the way, that he's a Sheffield United, Plymouth and Notts County icon. What happened to you, Neil? Why did you leave? What was so bad? Let's have a look. They finished 2nd in the league. They finished equal on points with Valencia and lost on head-to-head. Oh no, Neil. They won on the last day of the year. Valencia won as well. And with that, they didn't win the league. And he's just rage quit in a blaze of glory. You can see here, to be fair, they were battling it out at the top for a lot of the year. They were even top with 11 games left of the season. But Neil Warnock, he's gone 2nd place on head-to-head. Not good enough. And he's rage quit. I mean, I'm a little bit sad. I'm not going to lie. Luis Suarez, 24 goals. Messi, 12 assists. I feel like in some ways this ruins the video. In other ways, it's kind of a beautiful thing that he's left under the circumstances that he's left. He's just had enough. Let's have a look at team detailed stats here. So they ended up having, by miles, the best possession. You can see they had the best away form, the best home form. He really turned a corner with the team. And then he just decided he'd had enough. Did they make any transfers in January? They didn't. They didn't buy anyone. They let a few players go, you can see here, but no one of super significance. And with all that done and finishing 2nd, he tapped out. If we look at landmarks here, it doesn't even show him as leading. He never existed. Oh, let's look at managers. Neil Warnock, he retired from management after a year. He didn't win anything. 68% win ratio, or win percentage. 8 games lost. Let's have a look at the rest of their season, shall we? So in the Champions League, they made it to the knockout round. We already knew that. And they got knocked out to Tottenham in the first knockout round. They won in the Copa del Rey semi-final. And then they lost on the final on penalties to Atleti. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Abel Ruiz with the 88th minute goal to keep them alive. But he could only take them to penalties where they eventually lost. So he just didn't win anything. Oh, that's sad. You can see, look how good their end to the league season was. Look how good it was. Really, all the way from January where we left things off. He went on an insane run, but those 7 points they were behind was just too many. You can see they weren't at the Bernabeu. How did they do it? Messi got a goal in the 60th minute. If we look at match stats here, I mean, they've absolutely, pardon my French, but they've shithoused themselves to a 2-1 win there. They've had 41% of the ball, 2 shots on target, and it was Messi magic that saw them go all the way. Oh, I feel like there's more that we should examine here, given the fact he's left after 1 season. This is not what I was expecting or planning. I thought, we'll give him a 4-year contract. He'll last a little while. He's had enough, hasn't he? He's had an absolute enough. What was their best 11 for the year? You can see it here. So Semedo at right back. I guess this was their preferred formation and shape. So it seems like in a lot of ways, Warnock, I wonder if it's because of the club cultures with Barcelona expecting entertaining possession-based football. He just never really put his own stamp on the team. He kind of just went with what he was told to do, and it kind of worked for them. I mean, he didn't win anything and he left after 1 year, so maybe it didn't work for him so well. But Suarez absolutely loved it. You can see he got 24 goals for the season. He played as a striker for 42 of those games. I wish we could see the roles that he played in these games. I can't imagine he played a target man role for them. But yeah, poor Neil. I mean, we've all wondered what would happen if Neil Warnock was manager of Barcelona. And there you go. He wins nothing. He loses in the Copa del Rey final. He loses out in the league on head-to-head. And then he just rage quits and goes, you know what? I've had enough of football. I'm going back to my cottage in Yorkshire. And I'm going to see out the rest of my days, enjoying everything. You can see here, short-term plan, prefers to be a manager. Mate, you've announced that you're going to retire, so he's going to be gone. But, well, if we can look at his milestones here. Did he achieve anything? He got runner-up in Manager of the Year, to be fair. And runner-up in the Copa del Rey. But it wasn't enough. What Manager of the Month awards did he win? I mean, he won 4 Manager of the Month awards, but it just wasn't enough for him. Oh, it's just sad, isn't it, seeing all these runners-up. He didn't even sign or do anything with anyone. You can see here. Here's his biography. It doesn't really talk that much about him, other than that he had a brief spell in charge of Barcelona. But in the context of his career, it is merely a footnote. I feel a little bit sad. I was ready to go on an emotional journey with Warnock, and instead it's just a sad story that ends in the first chapter. Oh, I mean, I think I'm going to upload this. Let me know what you make of this kind of video. If I get an experiment like this in the future, is it interesting to see where they completely fail and it just doesn't go to plan? I was hoping he'd be here for years and winning all sorts, but it's just not happened. He never really put his stamp on his own squad. But there you go. If you've ever wondered what would happen if Neil Warnock was at Barcelona, all I can say is shithousery at the Bernabeu, lots of runners-up medals, and a blaze of glory leaving after the last game of the year. That's what you're going to get with him. But anyway, that wraps up this video from me. A weird one, a bizarre one. Let me know what you thought of it. As always, if you've got more ideas for FM simulates that you would like to see, leave them down in the comments below. We've got some pretty cool ones coming your way very, very soon. Keep your eyes open for them. And, well, that is all from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.